Okay. Oh, I get to tell you what Sabastian is. Where are you?
In the spawn area. I'm eating something at the moment. Where are you?
In this spawn area. Here, sit down. Sit down with me. There we go. Alright, while I read his files
Need to
here.
jog your memory?
No, I know what you are, but I kinda need your little description here. Okay, so there's something that's blanked out, but he is, well, he was originally a human, so he was so he was killed by the electric chair after he was accused of killing 9 people in 2013. And then you listening?
Yeah.
And then in 2015, he was selected to be part of an experiment to give human gills using DNA strands from a blue whale, something that's crossed out, a sea snake, a great white shark, a mutated female anglerfish, mind me, a silver spiny fin, and a mantis shrimp. And then and then in late 2015, after his characteristic change, it was discovered that Sabastian had not killed the 9 individuals, and that an innocent man was sentenced to death. And then now he works for Urban Shade down in the bottom. And then it says and then in the beginning it says C13, new codename the Saboteur, previous codename Handyman, real name Sabastian Solis, is to be killed on sight without hesitation for some reason. Bessie is incredibly dangerous. Caution is required if countered despite his size. Z13 is incredibly nimble, allowing him to quickly outmaneuver and flank operatives. Should also be noted that Z13 is currently in possession of our experimental portal scrambler, meaning that any and all CCTV, radios, and other communications equipment will be rendered offline within a blank-by-blank stud radius of his presence. Operatives must conduct a communications check with HQ every 5 minutes to ensure they are not within the range of the scrambler. If HQ cannot be reached, operatives should remain on high alert for a possible ambush while it's attempting to check in as often as possible. And then later on it says his exact motivations remain unknown, but encrypted radio broadcasted to Innovation Incorporated, Block Top, Deluge Labs, and Pinewood suggests he is gathering confidential Urban Shade information to leverage a way out with a rival organization. Although uncertain if he continues to trade with incoming parties, it is highly probable. He captures stolen items for research findings. and expedition party members, and then he sells them to other people.
Interesting.
Now I can tell you about the monster that you died with. Alright, so the angler, I have everything unlocked, so I'll just read you the highlighted. Even if initial eye contact is made from afar, getting out of sight before it reaches your location will have it simply pass you, which means getting into a locker. Then it says, said pulse disrupt all unsecured electronic devices connected to the black site's power grid, causing them to short circuit or malfunction. The pulse it emits disrupts the black site's lights, causing them to flicker if near. You can also tell that it's on its way from its ear-piercing scream. If this happens, personnel should look for a place to hide before its arrival.
Okay.
Personnel should look for light sources such as flashlights and or lanterns to help them through the dark rooms. And then, after the recent black site lockdown, 4 of what can only be described as Z283 variants were spotted roaming the black site on the CCTV. There's a gray, pink, brown, and green variant, referred to as Blitz, which is the one that you have to hide in the locker, Pinky, which kind of just appears out of nowhere, Frogger is the one that comes back and forth, and how many times the lights flicker on and off is how many times he's going to come back. And then Chainsmoker is, he leaves like this weird corrupted green on the floor. You don't want to be, you can hide in the locker.
Okay.
While I'm in here. Let's do the eye infestation. I have everything unlocked in this thing too. That's how many times I've died to it. Side effects are bad, however. Z317, can telepathically force someone to look at it, eye contact or not. However, it is weak. God damn, Carrie, I can't read if you're moving the mouse. Ugh. It's a weak pull that can be fought back by the victim. If any operative is to encounter Z317 outside the window of the room they're currently in and feel the effects of its gaze, they should fight it until they can get out of the room. Infestation will fight it until they Z317 will normally try to attack in areas with lots of open space for itself. When blah 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 finds a window with victims inside, it will stay at the window until it kills this victim, or the victim somehow manages to make its way through the room, after which it leaves in search of new prey. And then down on the bottom one, it says, do not listen. As of yet, side effect has been discovered. Personnel has returned to the surface, have reported after Z317 has spotted them. A voice in their head was telling them to look directly into their eyes. Reported voices persuade them include relatives, loved ones, HQ, high commanding officers, and co-workers. Do not listen. That's the green thing. What else have you died to? Here, the internal defense systems. I've died to it also. When a turret runs out of ammo, it will automatically retract into its chamber, swapping its empty magazine with a fresh one in less than 5 seconds. When a target enters its line of fire, the turret will fire a 14-round burst at the target. Most hallways with turrets are outfitted with a breaker box, allowing the turrets in the room to be powered off. Note that all lockers within the black site are bulletproof. No personnel should hide inside a nearby locker until the turret is disabled. Then environmental hazards, I haven't died to all yet, but it's me falling through holes. That's the only one I've died to. The floor collapsing underneath them, they just have to watch their step. I gotta die more to environmental hazards, apparently. Alright, so there's something called pandemonium. I have not died to it enough, but it is really bad. Alright.
Yeah.
The internal eyes are, wow, Jesus. The internal eyes are deceptively powerful, able to spot movement and subtle shifts in light up. managed to evade 367, it will immediately begin hunting in the surrounding area. Spotted targets, inanimate or, I can't see, organic, are observed to be found in all instances. If subjects place barriers between themselves and 367, the creatures will begin to ram its full body into obstruction. Its estimated weight and velocity capable of destroying most unsecured structures. This only subsides after an indefinite amount of time if attempts to repeatedly fail. So if you're in a locker, you have to do this weird circle thing.
Okay.
And it like jolts you around. You have to kind of move your thing back in the center. It is awful on my mouse. 367 shares a similar EMP field generated by 283. However, the former's electric charge is recorded as being significantly less powerful, causing devices linked to internal power grids to temporarily malfunction when pandemonium is near. That's all I have for that one. Then there's a few ones that you haven't seen yet. This one is called Z96 and Z779 Good People. I've only died to this maybe like once. Okay,
Yeah.
so, it says, if any operatives encounter doors on a Navi path that is displayed on the same number, it usually means that Z96 is behind one of them. One way to figure out which door it's behind is go up to next to it and listen for breathing, growling, and other sounds that Z96 makes. He also makes this weird gurgling sound. You can also see if the door is fake by waiting a little bit and seeing the sparks come off the fake sign.
Okay.
This one I've only done. This is the locker thing that you died from. V06, aka puddles from the void mass, are clumps of sentient puddle spawns from V0, for to the title Vacula Void Mass, which we haven't seen yet. 2 eyes and 2 tentacle-like arms to crawl around with. Their console crawl aimlessly until they find a small enclosed area. Lockers is the only place that I've seen them. It's highly advised that they double check the locker they're about to hide in. First, the locker will have what can be described as audible breathing. Second, 2 big purple glowing eyes can be seen through the locker air holes. They can still be rescued if there's a person nearby, but if you're in single player, you die immediately. If a colleague is captured, it is highly advised to get them out of the locker immediately. Now, they will die. They will kill you slowly, but there's such thing called wall dwellers. I've only died to them maybe like twice.
Okay.
This is Z90. It's a species of armless humanoids with a layer of drywall covering their frontal bodies. They were originally discovered in blah 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 blah. Someone wrote, why did they add this? Once the prey has left the area, it will move out of its hiding spot and start stalking after said prey. If in a group, it will attempt to move from person to person, killing them all before it begins to eat the bodies. Should any amount of Z90 instant breach containment, personnel must remain on high alert. If they hear subtle footsteps behind them, they should quickly turn around. Notably, certain Z90 instances will sometimes feign a retreat, luring the victim into a false sense of security. Then once out of sight, they'll run back, hoping to catch the victims off guard.
Okay. Also, 2 things.
Yeah.
When I checked my file cabinet, I've only died to 1 monster 4 times.
Is that the angler?
Yeah.
I died to it 12 times.
Jesus. And 2, I gotta get to sleep. Can we play more tomorrow?
Oh.
Oh yeah, you got school in the morning.
I do. I know.
It's 12 a.m.
I know, but can I finish reading these 2 other documents?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, you know the trees?
Yeah.
Alright, it's called the Divine. It was discovered in 1979 in an Amazon forest, actually. And there's like about 320 of them. As many as possible were taken back to the black site. The logging workers were executed in the area. The forces was set ablaze to burn and kill any Z-17 excesses that were left behind. it also is a huge source of oxygen too down there. People say once they leave, it's like hard to breathe because they're used to the high amount of oxygen. It says, when walking through the oxygen gardens, it's mandatory that you stay on the path at all times and avoid trespassing on the lawns of grass without permission. These 17 instances will sometimes become aggressive if their garden plots are invaded by individuals they aren't familiar with, and invading their spaces as someone they do not recognize will sometimes cause these 17 instances to attack the perpetrator. So I've seen them before, so I was able to walk on the grass. And then there's one more, and it's called the Mask of Sadness, but it doesn't really have anything. The first record was September 2nd, 1666. It consumed 710 of the 725 souls present, including the cast, crew, and audience. It was found at a theater. And then the mask was found in the rubble of the buildings after it was set ablaze. Was not written down in history books due to only 15 souls living to tell the story with no one believing them. The mask was bought in 1984 by Urban Shade, and then they bought it for $150,000. And it doesn't matter what species it is. If a subject gets caught by them, another subject has to be cleaned of mold and then returned back to storage. I think that's all the ones I have.
Okay, also, I can't lie, I had sincerely thought about stepping on the grass.
You can step on it now, because they've seen you now. But
okay.
There's a weird thing looking at us.
Yeah, I know, that's somebody I know.
You know them?
Yeah. Well, I gotta get to sleep, baby. And you need to, too.
Oh.
You need to. You don't need to be tired at school.
I'll be
And
fine. I'm
also,
always
that way
tired
I
at
can talk
school.
to you tomorrow.
Oh, it's not charging.
Alright. Good night, baby. I love you.
I love you more.
I love you more. 90.
90. Jesus Christ. Oops. That was a grainy sound. What? Oh, well. Eh. Oh my god.
It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Bassie. I've missed ya. Alright. So.
Stock up whilst you can. Ooh, that's a good pick.
Alright. Okay, so. Goodbyes. Goodbyes. I'll see you later.
Till next we meet.
Till next we meet, indeed. Bruh. Bruh. I know, just walk around the dark since you want to be asked about it. Accidentally clicked R, man. Oh, that's terrifying. What the fuck happened in here? Okay. The hell? This is gonna be wonderful. Try this again. Call that a no thank you door. Oh Lord. Oh. Let's see a red one. Freaking question is where the hell is a broken one? Oh, there's a broken one. Out of 5. Oh my god. That is so scary. Oh no. There's one. I'll wait until it passes right over me again. I know I could have probably got it done by now, but well. Better to be safe than sorry. Oh my god, I don't know if this is gonna... Six. How do I get over there? Oh no. Is there somewhere to hide over here? Yes. I feel like she's like really annoyed. I have plenty of time to do the just chicken. There's a problem. I don't know what this door is. I think it's over there. Awesome. That took a little too long. No! You're joking.
Did that catch you by surprise?
It did, Sebastian. It did. But,
Did that run end too soon?
yes, it did. First aid. 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 There's no way I was gonna live about that, dude. Would have died in a way. Okay. What happened? No, I didn't make it!
A pity. attention to the lights and you'll be fine.
I vanished out of the world, dude. Alright. That was what, like 60 something? Mm-mm. 21 wins. Good gracious.
Fancy some light reading?
What? Was that?
No refunds. Forget something.
No, I didn't mean to click it, sorry. Alright, well, it's late. So, that was a nice run. Got really far, actually. So, bye-bye.